Welcome to Politics Between the Lines. On September 15th, the Des Moines Register released a poll for the state of Iowa, showing Donald Trump leading Kamala Harris 47-43. The poll was conducted by Seltzer & Company, a polling organization founded by Ann Seltzer, which is regularly praised as being one of, if not the most accurate polling firm in America. Here's the rub. The last poll back in June showed Donald Trump beating Joe Biden 50-32. That's a whopping 14-point change. In addition, 80% of Kamala Harris's supporters say they are extremely or very enthusiastic, as opposed to Trump's 78%. Now, does this mean Iowa is a swing state? No. Iowa's going to Trump, barring some kind of indictment, turning on his own overthrow of the government. If he gets convicted, grab him by the pussy. So why does it matter so much? Well, there are a couple reasons this poll is really bad news for Trump. First, Iowa is an unadulterated proxy for Red America. There are no real cities. The largest metro area is the Des Moines metro area, which is spread out across 6 counties and still has fewer than 800,000 residents. On the other hand, it's not empty. We're not talking about remote Montana or Texas. Take a look at the map. There are roads, houses, barns, and businesses literally covering the state. And this is what makes Iowa so valuable. It isn't an extremely rural state with very few towns or maybe one large city. It represents a nearly continuous swath of medium-density rural with a bit of suburban. In other words, it's the red part of all the other states that have a mix of rural and urban. So with Iowa, we have a unique ability to try and see what these giant swaths of red country are feeling. And they're feeling 14 points more blue than they were in June. It matters because in every election, there is a contest between the urban voters and the rural voters. The rural voters lean red and the urban voters lean blue, but the devil's in the details. If you've ever watched the news on election night, you probably heard them discuss this as they work out whether to call close states. Every election, you'll hear them ask the question, are there enough red votes in the country to offset the blue votes in the city? Or the opposite, are there enough city votes to overcome the red votes in the country? What Donald Trump needs is a solid, almost foundational level of Republican voters out in the rural parts of America, and he needs them to be excited. So Iowa isn't magic. It's not the bellwether that leads American ideology, but it is a unique state that represents the foundation of support that every Republican presidential candidate relies on. And after years of Donald Trump's antics and rhetoric, that foundation appears to be shaky.